Hey, what's up, guys? So today I have a special treat for you all. I'm gonna be playing against Team Kings of Games, aka 3STACKS. Um, he is, an amazing pilot of a multitude of deck, and is really well known in the community for building just very unique decks and putting his own spin on things. And I actually, when I first started playing, I remember at Nationals he topped Nats with a 60 card Zephyra Orcus Pendulum variant, a 60 card variant, and I just remember that deck was so iconic for me because I was a huge Pendulum player back then, and I mean I still am now, but back then like I was still trying to learn Pendulums, and that was like a cool variation that I've never seen before. So it essentially opened my eyes to like the idea of deck building and how like you can really take decks to like so many different paths and different levels, and that's really exciting. So today 3stacks and I, we decided to collaborate and just duel each other, just to like play like a Shaddoll mirror, like talk. It was very like just fun, casual, like nothing at stakes at all, just really just for just to have fun, guys, and show you guys some like some cool content. Here we're playing a Shaddoll mirror. We're also gonna do a Plunder mirror later down the line, and then eventually we're gonna play a duel between our favorite decks ever. But today, guys, I'm gonna be showcasing you the Shaddoll mirror and how it works in current format. So I win the dice roll here, but I made him go first. I thought that was correct in the Shaddoll mirror, but I guess I was kind of wrong because my hand was like so broken. But you see right here that he opened up really well. So he's gonna go Mathematician, bait out a hand trap. I have nothing, but he's gonna send Damage Juggler. He does this to get a light monster, which is Trick Clown, and then he's gonna activate Patchwork, get Imp Chain, and then Polymerization. So he plays this really cool engine in the Shaddoll deck, which is essentially the Fluffle engine. It's a very small Polymerization engine. Essentially what Fight for Patchwork does is it gives him Poly, and it gives it Imp Chain, and then when Imp Chain is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard for any reason, you can then add a Fight for card to hand, so you add another Patchwork, so you get a guaranteed follow-up for the following turn. Then he's gonna activate Poly. He's gonna use the Hedgehog and then the Trick Clown to make the construct. He's gonna go Chainlink, 1, 2, 3, Clown. He's gonna go like Construct, Hog, and Clown, just to gain like a lot of resources there. So you see that coming down. He's gonna add the Wendy, it makes sense, and then he's gonna send El Shaddoll Fusion, just so that because when he links off the construct, he can get the search, and you'll see like his line to play, but he's not gonna make Cross Sheep. And then he's gonna add the El Shaddoll to his hand. From there, he's gonna pitch Lunalight Black Sheep. So this is another card that he's playing. Essentially, it's another way to get access to Polymerization in the deck, but because it's a dark monster, it's actually technically better than if you were to play the water one, which gets you Polymerization. So he plays Black Sheep for that reason. And then he's gonna Polymerization the Wendy and the Trick Clown again to make another construct. And he's gonna go effect of 1, 2, 3 again. It'll be like Construct, Wendy, and then Sheep. So you see Sheep bringing back the Clown, Construct, Wendy getting you the Aerial, and then Construct's gonna dump you the Resh Incarnation. You're gonna banish the Aerial, bring back Construct, trigger Construct one more time. So he's triggered Construct 3 times already to get back the Resh, and then he knows that we're playing the mirror, so he makes Dweller here, which I actually don't make. I actually don't play Dweller, but it's actually really insane that he makes his own Dweller. Anyways, he's gonna make Lambda now using the construct, and now he's gonna get Resh Shaddoll. So if you saw his line of play, he essentially got access to Resh Shaddoll and then El Shaddoll off his like constructs, essentially, because he uses his construct to dump cards that he's missing in order to get access to his engine, and then that's essentially like kind of like the build that he goes for, while I play a more heavy trap build. I definitely drew some inspiration from his build for sure. Like I really like it, and then I'll definitely give a test of his build if you guys are curious for that. He's gonna activate El Shaddoll Fusion one more time to make the window now, just so like he guarantees that he like literally can't die. He's gonna add that was a misclick. He's gonna add the Fight for Patchwork of the Imp. Then Construct is gonna add him back the El Shaddoll back to his hand. So at this point, he has a lot of advantage, and he has a guaranteed follow-up with Patchwork. So it's really nutty here. I didn't draw a fusion spell, but if I did, it would have been a lot better. I just set the Squamata, and then he's going to automatically Dweller me. And then at the end phase, he's going to go Resh, summon Construct, and then use Construct effect to pop one of my back row. Unfortunately, he snipes the Torrential Tribute. I wish he like sniped like a Resh Shaddoll or something. Would have been a lot better, but Unfortunately, he sniped that, and then at this point, I'm just like, oh man, that kind of blows. So he's gonna go fight for a patchwork again. That's follow up. He's gonna attack this into the Squamata. I'm gonna use Squamata effect to pop the Abyss Dweller. He tries to chain it, but I told him it happens a damage step, and then Winda's gonna attack me directly, and then Contract's gonna attack me for 28. He's gonna try to El Shaddoll, and then I'm gonna chain and banish his construct. The reason why I do that is so that he can't like just I didn't want him to get access to like more advantage by using the construct as material, because then he adds back Resh, and it's just like way too much of a loop. So I was like, okay, that should be fine. And then at this point in time, I activate Resh Shaddoll, and then I'm gonna use yeah, I'm just gonna use Resh Shaddoll here because he went effective arrow to like target all my banish cards, so I preemptively used Resh Shaddoll here, which I think was definitely a mistake. But at this point, I was definitely in a losing state. There was no way I come back from this, I believe. And I top decked Nibiru too, so that's like really, really bad. Math, set Wendy, banish, flip, bounce that. So you saw right there, that was a really cool play. I summoned the dragon and then used the Resh to flip the dragon to bounce his Wendy so I can keep playing. Gonna send Shaddoll Fusion here and then try to keep playing. I draw into another Shaddoll Fusion off this, but because I can't summon anymore, that was kind of useless. We both pop ourselves, so we both add El Shaddoll to our hand. And then at this point, he activates Resh and I activate Dino Mishis, but I realize I can't do that because of Anaconda's effect. It's gonna flip to get back the construct, and then at this point in time, like you already saw, there was way too much advantage because he's gonna go like he just has so much advantage. Look at how many cards he has in his hand. Like like he's playing very safe though. Technically, I was trying to like wait and Nibiru him, but like literally, I was just holding it because I want to make sure when I do Nibiru him, like it was the most effective. Here it was only 4 summons, believe it or not. And then his 5th summon was freaking Wendy, bro. I was so mad. I was like, wow, that's really, really good. And so I have to make my own Wendy, send the Wendy. But then I showed him that I can't really do anything because he made his own Winda. If he didn't make Winda, I could Nibiru him and like literally win the game and like come back, actually from a losing position. But he's a really good player, and he understood that like there was no need to overextend, and then I just immediately lose that game. At this point, I went, I accidentally showed that by accident, but it's fine. I set 1. Then I went Shaddoll Fusion into a Wendy. Or into a Winda, and then I'm going to trigger both the effects of Squamata and Wendy. I'm going to set the beast, and then Squamata is going to dump Resh Shaddoll. And then I'm going to make Gravity Controller to add back the Winda to my hand. I'm going to banish both of them to draw 2 cards. But I realized I can't do all of that because after I summon Wendy, I summoned the beast, so I can't actually go into the Gravity Controller. So I have to just go beast, draw 2, and then discard 1. And then I'm going to discard Squamata, set Falco, and then pass. So he's going to go normal summon Math. And then he's going to send Hedgehog, add Squamata. He's going to attack into the Winda, and then draw an extra card. He's going to Polymerization for his own Winda. And that allows him to Squamata dump a Shaddoll Fusion. So if I get rid of his Winda in any way, he gets his own Shaddoll Fusion, and he has like a lot of resources to get back into the game. Then at end phase, I activate Resh Shaddoll to set my Squamata face down defense, and then I draw. So at this point in time, there's a lot you could do, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make Gravity Controller, add back Resh Shaddoll, flip Beast, flip Squamata, attack this to shuffle it back into his extra deck. And then on attack declaration, doesn't do anything. I then attack him for Squamata, but as I try to do that, he's gonna activate what do you call it, Resh Shaddoll. He's gonna go Resh Shaddoll into Squamata. And then he's gonna activate Shaddoll Core, and then he's gonna go El Shaddoll Fusion, and he's gonna make Shashinaga. So that's a really cool interaction that lets him add back the Shaddoll Fusion, and then he can dump Wendy and then set the Falco. What I decided to do is I just don't care about that, so I go Squamata, attack the Falco. It's gonna reset. Oh, he didn't mean to. Yep. He's gonna. Okay, so he's gonna reset the Hedgehog, and then I attack the Hedgehog, and that's how he gets El Shaddoll to his hand, by the way, or Shaddoll Fusion. Sorry. Then I'm gonna Shaddoll Fusion on his Shashinaga, and then you're gonna see me make a bunch of plays. I'm gonna go App Cologne, chain block it so I can negate his Shashinaga, and then I'm gonna use Aerial Effect to banish literally all his resources, Resh Shaddoll, L, and Core. So he literally has nothing left, as you saw. Like there's literally nothing left for in terms of resources to grind. And then I'm gonna set my own hedgehog off this. I'm gonna flip the Falco to reset the aerial. And then from here, I'm gonna make Hulky Fibrax, chain block it, summon the Falco again, search El Shaddoll off of Apcolone, and then discard my Nibiru. And then at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make Shaddoll Construct, and then use her effect to essentially fusion summon, and then I'm gonna fusion summon Construct. Hedgehog gets me Wendy, and then I can dump Shaddoll. I can then use the effect of Construct to send Beast to the graveyard to summon the Construct, and then Beast triggers to draw me another card. So at this point, you're gonna see me make a bunch of weird plays, but I'm gonna make Unicorn. I'm gonna dump the Wendy, and then add back off Construct, and then shuffle and draw an extra card because it's co-linked, and send Shashinaga into his extra deck. So that was like a play that I did, and then from here we're gonna shuffle that back into his extra deck. And then I like kept thinking for the longest time what I should do. And so I meant to activate El Shaddoll Fusion and then summon my own Construct again, send a Hedgehog, and then just pass here. The reason why I did that was essentially so that, like, if he activates Shaddoll Fusion, you can do a cool trick where you can activate Chain Shaddoll and then book your own Construct, which therefore you control no extra deck cards. From, what do you call it? Control no extra deck card on the field, because that's what it checks for, Shaddoll Fusion. And so if you book your own monster, it's like not live. And so like he shows me his Gamma Seal, his Edge Imp, and then the fusion, and that he literally can't do anything. So at this point in time, I take the W here, and now we're gonna go into game 3. So game 3 is a lot shorter, actually, believe it or not. Like game 3 was actually the nuts. He opened up really well. I just like can't beat his hand. You'll see like his line of plays: Polymerization with the Clown into Construct. Construct gets huge advantage, send El Shaddoll, add the Trick Clown, Edge Imp, link those off, get another Patchwork, Construct, adds back El Shaddoll. He's going to activate El Shaddoll Fusion, use those to make Construct, do a crazy chain block. I think up to like 3 or 4 chain links, and then he's going to, yeah, it's just like the craziest board as you can see here. I mean, this is going to be really hard for me to be quite honest. Like, it's just way too much resources. He's going to go a Pointer, and then he's going to take rid of my Sinister Shadow Game. And I chain El Shaddoll at this point, but then he's gonna chain Dweller, and I just like lose, because like I said, there's literally not much I can do, like, because of the Dweller, and a lot of his like his turn 1 board was just insane for like the mirror match, to be honest. Dweller is just like so oppressive too, and like even though I have a set Sinister Shadow Game, I just can't do anything. But overall, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this match. It's very complicated for the Shaddoll mirror. At least I learned that like there's like so many engines I should incorporate, and like the reason like when he goes first he wins is because of his like polymerization. Like obviously being able to fusion summon and get a lot of advantage off that is like so key. But I mean, overall this was a really good match. I learned a lot playing the Shaddoll mirror. I wonder what it will be like in 2014 dual alliance format and how that mirror worked, because I do love learning past formats because it's always an opportunity for me. But overall, guys, if you enjoyed this match and you want to see more content between 3STACKS and I, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I appreciate your support so much. Thank you, and let me know in the comment section below your favorite part of this video. Like, what did you enjoy the most? What interactions? What are plays that you kind of like didn't see coming but are really unique from both of us? But at the end of the day, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.